Hey guys, welcome to the Dungeons and Magic show. I, of course, am Dr. Dungeon with the wonderful Miss Magic, and we have a new addition in the background there, a delightful Miss Math. Say hi, Miss Math.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so Miss Magic is going to be playing the rules of Warcraft today. Myth Math is going to be fitting in for all the wonderful things. Yeah, alright, so Miss Math is going to be sitting in and listening to what there is to be listening in. If the music and the audio from the game sounds kind of garbage, well, blame me, because I don't care that much. So, alright, anyway.
Anyways, how you guys doing?
Yes, how's everyone doing now that we've driven away the entirety of the audience? Because we were playing with the cops and robbers earlier. As you can see up in the corner, we were all murdering people and the cops and robbers. Associate Miss Magic has left the session. Ooh, what's it? There's Mr. R all hanging out. So, did you have a wonderful sleep, Miss Magic?
Yes, I did.
You did?
You know those sleep when you go to sleep and you wake up and you have like the lines all over because you laid funny and your arms asleep and you're like, man, I had a good sleep. That's the kind of sleep I had last night.
That sounds like delicious sleep, and I am super duper envious of you.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
I
how are you
literally
still
just
awake?
walked up and kicked over a can in anger. And yeah, like you're
Like
gonna
legit, I have no idea how you're still awake.
I have powers. I have magical powers. And I'm going to knife our good buddy Raceland in the neck by
Well, of course,
sneaking
what
up
else
on
would
him
you
and
do?
stabbing him.
What else would you do?
Yeah. Apparently I can't. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I have to go kill some pedestrians.
Currently, what's happening with me is Heaven is under attack,
Heaven is under attack?
like we talked about.
Well, elaborate on what we talked about, Miss Magic.
Okay, so we were talking about. Okay, we had a very in-depth conversation about how this is gonna go. The best way to corrupt Heaven is to accidentally purposely send a soul that's corrupted there.
How did they do that?
Okay, so
See, guys, I am super impressed with myself as per usual, so I want you all to be super impressed with me as well.
don't you want to explain this too?
No, I don't. Remember that whole like 45 hours thing? Yeah, so I hope you're taking notes because I will correct your ass if you get anything wrong.
Okay, so
Go on.
No pressure.
No
None at
pressure
all.
at all.
None. None.
I'm so excited about Shadowlands. Okay, basically, the Shadowlands is a complete disarray. If you watched the Afterlife shorts, you would have learned that Uther Lightbringer was.
Like that afterlife shorts.
That's what they're called.
Like they're my little ghosty shorts. You know that?
Oh, see, I was thinking more like the.
Whoa!
I was thinking more like the pre-cartoon things
Yeah, yeah.
when she said
Or like
shorts.
they'll
Yeah.
pretend like the skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get behind that.
Although yours is funnier.
Whoa! Yeah, I kinda like that too. I don't know. Would you like to have afterlife shorts? It's magic. Well, that new for you? Literally, whoa! I never knew I wanted afterlife shorts until this moment.
Well, I mean, if Bulgin comes back, sure.
Oh my god! And you're like, I wanted this squeaky tiny whiteies. Oh my god! Shit! Would they be like weenie greenies if they're for troll?
No, that wouldn't.
What's
I-
wrong with weenie greenies?
Greenie weenie? No, yeah, it would definitely be weenie greenies. Yeah. Yep.
I understand. Tiny whiteys, weenie greenies. Yeah, weenie greenies. I'm torn down for the weenie greenies. I want to see now. Okay, if there's anybody listening to this right now or ever, if you draw, what's that, Vol'jin? You have to draw Vol'jin into the weenie greenies. Like the tiny whiteys. Oh my god.
Anyways,
Anyways, you know, weenie greenies. I like that.
the Afterlife shorts, as I was talking.
Afterlife shorts. It's hairy down here. Woo! Motherfuckers.
Oh.
Anyway, do go on.
I don't want to now.
What you're explaining something very important to a lot of people, me. So go on.
Well,
Let's hear what you
And
have.
I don't know anything about it, so.
Exactly.
Okay. Where do I start?
Probably not with talk about Vol'jin's dick. Like you literally just were, you weirdo. This guy's
you were
actually
talking
dead.
about.
This guy's actually dead. So you know about her weird... Never mind. Moving on.
Yes,
moving on.
yes.
Go on.
I've been able to piece that together.
Okay, all right.
Except how many times do you guys make fun of me for thinking trolls are the best races?
That's not what you said, Miss Maggie. That is not what you said. But go on.
I don't even want to now.
Yes, you do. You have to. It is a requirement. And it is a whole lot distracting.
Okay, what do you know about the Shadowlands? What do you know about World of Warcraft, so to speak?
Me, I just kind of, yeah, I know the little bit that I've seen. I've never played.
So I need to bring in my lore books, is what I'm hearing.
No, not really.
I mean,
I've got some in-depth lore books. Because I'm a nerd.
probably just a super short, like, Cliff's Notes version.
They kill each other like all the time.
There's a lot of
Perfect. I think I'm up to speed now.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of how it is.
Okay, so you know, we are in the afterlife right now, but I'm alive. Sylvanas, Roadrunner, the bitch.
All right, hold up. Apparently, she's really loud and we're really quiet. So let me see if I can fix
Oh,
that.
I'm really loud?
Yeah.
That's Miss Math.
Yeah, all right.
Madame Math. Miss Math? Madame Math? Which one do you
It's
want?
Miss Math.
Miss Math. Miss Math.
Miss Math.
Miss
Yeah,
Math.
it's going to get you too, trust me.
Yeah,
Math.
I wanted to be the most difficult name possible, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yes.
All right.
Math.
Huh.
Math.
Miss Math, you want to listen to the stream real quick? Tell me what you hear.
Sure.
But go on.
And now my hair's
keep
all over the
explaining, Miss Magic.
I
Keep
feel like I
explaining.
need to like set this all up and like have an entire day that I literally just explain everything to everyone.
It wasn't that complicated.
It is complicated.
No, it's
There's so
not.
much in World of Warcraft.
All right, so
Okay, the veil between the Shadowlands and the real world has been ripped. We're not going to talk about any of the other lore of World of Warcraft, just what pertains to Shadowlands right now. There's so much.
really need me to do it?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
But I will correct you.
No, you won't. So here's how it works. The super big bad of the world, the Lich King, if you've heard of him, had a sword called Frostmourne that would split people's souls in two when he murdered them. And in murdering them, the first person he slew was a man named Uther Lightbringer.
We're on Aegwin. Well, I am. Just so you know, I'm like,
Yeah, they're on Igwin. She couldn't help but interrupt. Anyway,
no,
so
I was answering the question.
anyway, so that was his whole thing. That Frostmourne's whole deal was to split souls when you killed someone.
Mm-hmm.
And the splitting had a peculiar effect. Say, take Sylvanas Windrunner. No, I cannot type it. Or are you talking
I'll
about
get it.
Egwin? Yeah, I can type that for you. Yeah, I can do that. I'm pretty sure it's like that. Anyway, so Sylvanas Windrunner, who was formerly a hero and a gallant noble one, when she was split, what remained was a villain, a monster. When Uther Lightbringer was split, his soul was sent to heaven, because at that point in time, nobody knew that that was what Frostmourne did, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And so they sent the guy to heaven who was he was a paladin, he was a warrior of light, so of course he would go to heaven. The
Uther
thing
Lightbringer.
is, you know how Sylvanas Windrunner, who was a hero and all that stuff, well, her good side was split off, and what remained was the monster. Well, when Uther Lightbringer was split up, the good side, well, I don't know what happened to the good side, but the bad side, the one that was vengeful, angry, filled with rage, that side went to heaven. And in going to heaven, it did something that no demon, devil, or monster could. It introduced the concept of both doubt and evil into heaven, and to put it into their house. And doing so, it sowed discord, division, all that good stuff. So you have to ask yourself, that was probably the plan to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
When you get right down to it. Because how else are you going to take care of... You can't take out heaven. Devils, demons, and other monsters have been trying for eons. Never did it. you insert one soul that doesn't belong there, and that they think does. Some of them think does. And the whole thing collapses. Because it was built upon the assumption of infallibility of heaven. That heaven could make no mistakes. That if someone was there, they were meant to be there. Well, now you have someone who's not supposed to be there. And suddenly heaven is going to shit, as you can see.
As you guys can see from this absolute disaster that's going on out here, and also the fact that Miss Magic's lagging.
Mm-hmm. Well, so then you have to ask yourself, again, so this would seem to be the plan. Now, the side effects and the absolute horror that befell Azeroth as a result of the Lich King and all the terrible things he did, you have to wonder if that was really... I don't necessarily want to use the word important, because it kind of wasn't in the grand scheme of things. If what we're on to here is kind of true, it means that all the suffering, all the tragedy, all the death was more a side effect, inconsequential, than anything else. It was what really needed to happen, the only thing that really needed to happen was for Uther Lightbringer to be stabbed through the heart, cut in twain, and have the evil part of him, or the unforgiving, the merciless, the vengeful part of him, which, I mean, to be fair, that's every human being in some capacity, be sent to a heaven where he wasn't supposed to be. Because, again, whereas... typically when you would go to the heavens, the good side would eclipse fully over time and meditation and teaching and all that stuff, but this is the side that would never be eclipsed, that would never forgive, because it wouldn't be capable of it. And so, yeah, that is what I suspect is going on right now.
And then beyond that, I actually ran into Uther, and he's one of these fallen Kyrian, which are the angels, basically. And he's basically causing a revolution, sort of, and he's working alongside the Maw. And currently, the Shadowlands have been having a drought of anima, basically life force, because all souls are being siphoned directly into hell, instead of just the terrible ones. Because normally, souls are supposed to go through the center Oribos, the center area of it, and then they get judged there and then get sent to the different areas within the afterlife. However, because of some stuff that's been happening, all of them are being siphoned directly into the Maw. So no life force is going to any of the other areas. So all the other areas of the afterlife are slowly going into disarray. And the Maw is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. While the Jailer, who is the Lord of the Maw, so to speak, is slowly gaining enough power that he might be able to escape. Beyond that...
Yes?
There's something else I was going to say. Do you want me to pop up the cinematic, that specific cinematic?
No.
To run through it? No, okay.
No, I'm not even watching it. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto while I'm talking about all this shit. Kidding me? I multitask.
But within the cinematic, where the Afterlife shorts... I was waiting for something, but nothing happened.
No. I you know what? I'm not going to run the joke dry. Run the joke dry. I already did what I came to do.
So within that one, specifically you have his soul there who's trying to go through all this meditation and everything, and they're like, maybe the angels and everyone are saying, was there a mistake in him being sent here? And there's one specific one that's talking to him, and they find out that he actually has a rip in his soul, so to speak. And then the vengeful part of him ends up throwing Arthas' soul directly into the Maw right as he died, rather than him going through the right process, which is then what I believe to be what has caused this problem, because that caused it was a direct siphon into the Maw straight away, and then from then is where this drought is occurring. Also, sorry guys, so many people are playing WoW right now, I'm having problems getting in.
Well, then this actually sets up a really fascinating dichotomy because Arthas was the first victim. He was the very first victim of Frostmourne. And the Lich King and all that stuff, and the Lich Helm, whatever the hell you want to call it. So, truth be told, he's a good guy. He's always been a good guy.
Yes.
He was the good guy.
Yeah, he was a paladin of the light. That was a whole thing with Uther. He was like, he was my student.
Mm-hmm. And so then what you have is you have an innocent cast into hell, and you have a monster who's living in heaven, or ruling in heaven, so to speak. Or at least having a revolution in heaven. Whatever you want to call it. Fact is it brings about a fascinating, like, reversal of fortunes, in that it was once Arthas who was the bad guy, and Uther who was the good guy, and it was Arthas who victimized Uther. Well, now it's Uther who's victimizing Arthas.
But, like, an interesting thing is you actually meet the other half of Uther's soul during one of the other expansions, where he says that he forgave Arthas. Because that's the soul that was willing to forgive. Erlen says Arthas understood the problems and had the strength to do what needs to be done. I will admit.
Yeah, oh my god, he's one of those guys. Erlen, edgelord.com.
And other Emily Scott, Doc played it back in its beginning and has not played it since.
Yeah, I played it like 1 billion years ago. I mean, like what was I saying last night? I had to walk to Stormwind up hills both ways.
Yes.
That shit, yeah. That was my entire
not
life.
Letting me get into Rohane. Like, I lagged out and now I can't get back on there. Well, it's fails, I'm gonna have to hop onto my horde.
You have to hop on your what?
Horde.
Horde. And don't even get me started on the horde. Oh my god.
They needed a hotfix. Okay, we've already had this discussion with the horde. Let's not go there.
They need a hotfix? Yeah, that's the word I'd use. Yeah, we'll give them a hotfix, all right.
Anyways.
Yikes.
Hey, Emily, do you have any characters on Aegwynn? Just wondering if you have anyone that's level 50 on Aegwynn. Oh, she just made one.
She just made a level 50 on Aegwynn.
Well,
Nice.
no, I don't think she has one of the nice things that pops you up.
Well,
Well, I was thinking that maybe. Oh, she level boosted someone. She did level boost someone. Nice.
See?
So
who
then
knows everything in the universe? Sup. Dun, 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 dun. How you doing over there, Miss Mathis? Are we being Are you not entertained?
No,
what do
this
you
is
think
quite
about this?
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also just read that Henry, I'm going to say his name
Cavill?
wrong. Cavill, yes, thank you. Almost missed the call for the role of Superman because he was playing World of Warcraft.
I believe that
So.
dude's into video games.
On
That dude's
top.
like, he straight up called what's that? Who was it? He's like, some late night talk show host is like, Xbox or PlayStation. Henry Cavill's like, PC is like, yeah,
The
my
PC
man.
guys.
Yeah, PC Master Race.
All right, so Emily, I will pop over to one of my characters who has not run through any of the Shadowlands content then, since this one's not working. And then I can do it with you. If that sounds like a plan?
Yeah, he played The Witcher, so he's like, yeah.
Oh, she has to run through the tutorial first.
Yeah, all that bullshit.
Sounds good. So I'll hop on my... I think Aegista hasn't done it yet, my monk.
Monk.
My monk healer.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond just... Well, now some of the main leaders... Oh my gosh, I was so upset. I was so upset that they couldn't get out. I was running through... When we were running through everything, we're trying to save 4 of the leaders of Azeroth that had gotten kidnapped by corrupted Kyrian, corrupted angels that were working for the Maw and Sylvanas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so upset because I got them out.
Oh,
and
by
then-
the way, spoiler alert, guys.
Okay, stop.
Spoiler
Stop.
alert. Just in case you were wondering, for the
The
game
game's
that
been out for
literally
like
just came
24
out.
hours. No, not 24 hours yet.
That's
You
some
had
bullshit.
24 hours to learn this, and then we're just going to spoil it for you.
No, it's not
Right
even
now.
been 24
Without a
hours.
warning.
It came out
Wow.
at
Yeah, you're
6
right.
o'clock last
Wow.
night.
So it's been like, what, 18 hours?
Yeah.
And
It's
you're
been 18
like,
hours, guys. We're done.
I hope everybody already got to this point because I just ruined it for you.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm a super big fan of the thing. I'm such a fan, I don't care
Oh.
if you are.
Aegwynn is my alliance realm.
Oops. Oops.
I should use level boost.
Yeah. Ouch. That's a big yikes for me, dog.
Yeah, I have Duskwood, the one that we made a character on earlier.
Anybody know where my machete is? I got a self. Never mind. Okay.
Duskwood is my Horde realm, and Aegwyn's my Alliance one.
So
But I
I'm
played
gonna
both.
beat this lady with a golf club because it's more merciful than what you literally just did. God, how could you do that to another human being?
Aerlin starts sharpening knives because we play Horde. I
Well,
play both
if
because...
that's what the Horde does to people, I don't blame him. Wow.
Anyways.
Yeah, strike that guy.
Oh yeah, because you made the troll on Duskwood with me.
Who, me?
Emily.
Oh, okay.
You made one character and then gave up on it like within 2 minutes.
That's true. Yeah, I'm like, fuck all this. I'm going back to my prostitute slaying simulator. Prostitute murder simulator.
Anyways,
Yeah. Doc the Ripper.
I
Nice
will be
to meet
making
you.
a video clip of our entire conversation yesterday about that stuff because it was really interesting.
And like nobody will watch it. If our clips don't include the word Jackbox, nobody shows up. It's like my entire life is defined by that one fucking game from the 90s. It's like, how the hell do it's like someday I'm gonna have to like talk to my progeny and explain to them what the hell was I thinking.
Well, to be fair, the You Don't Know Jack games are amazing. Like, I remember playing them when I was in, like, I don't know, elementary school, middle school, high school.
Okay, sounds good. I hope you get some rest and you feel a bit better.
Yeah, I wouldn't be feeling too good. I'm like, yeah, I burned this super important thing. And she's like, oh, oops. God. Miss Magic. Rest well, Hordy. Exactly. That's why she defends the Horde as much as she does. She's one of them. Anyway, how you doing today, Miss Magic?
I got onto my my monk, but not my rogue. My rogue's not letting me get on. So, guess we're trying with the monk.
Bye, Em. See you later. I like how she's not like super unhappy about like the total evil thing she just did. She's like, I can't get on my character that I
No,
want.
I actually
can't
kind
get
of
on my
feel really
other
bad about that,
character."
okay?
God. Oi, I was talking to her mom last night, and she's like, I tried. I'm like, talk about conceding defeat.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
What part? What time? What
When we were
happened?
talking about how like you're thoughtless and impolite to people because you like talk over them and stuff, and we're like, you could have been raised so much better, and your mom's like, we tried. just the sigh of resolute defeat. It's like, Mama Magic, I know you tried. I know you did. You're the kind of person who would give it their all. But
Mama Magic,
yeah, what's up?
she's calling me right now.
Oh, nice. How's she doing?
I think she's doing all right. But...
Good, very good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, they don't want me to climb that.
All right. So we're hopping over there with this character.
So I got these sausage filled with eggs type things, and
How are they?
Your face tells an interesting story.
yeah.
So they're apparently not good, guys.
Well, that's the thing. They're not bad, but they taste like sausage with egg in them. Like, all right. See, here's the thing. When was the last time you just ate a plate of sausage? Just a big pancake-sized plate of sausage.
Pancakes.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and suggest that's never. Have you ever done that, Miss Magic?
No.
Why
I'm
not?
not much of a sausage person.
I know all about that. What I'm talking about is that like even being gluten person, whatever's, you're not like why don't you just eat all meat product, right?
Yeah, I could just eat all meat product.
Yeah, see, then you don't have to worry about gluten ever again. But it has still never occurred to you, or I'm willing to guess anybody else you know, to just eat a plate of sausage. But that is exactly what this meal consists of. It is just a plate of sausage. And that's it. Like, if they would have put, like, little pancake balls in there, too, I'd be like, delicious balls of all varieties. Maybe... What's so funny?
So what you're saying is that
Syrupy balls,
you want different flavored balls in a cup.
Yes, I want multi-flavored balls in a cup covered in delicious sweet syrup. No, I don't make things filthy like that. I have a gentle and clean mind. Miss Math, on the other hand, wow, this is her first day, and she's like, you want to talk about sex, baby? You want to talk about you?
I just repeated what you said that you wanted.
No,
I was just clarifying
there was
what
a
you
hint
said
of
that you
inflection there.
wanted.
Yeah. Okay. How you doing, Miss Magic? Disappointed? Well, now you know how we feel every single day we talk to you.
Sully's like, what did I walk into?
Yeah. Hey, Sully. How the hell are you? No, it's one of those things where I've been up for literally, what the hell is it called? Like, going on 20 hours now. So, of course, even I am not immune to the kind of quasi-giddiness that occurs when one goes without a lot of sleep. I'm going to start talking kind of like William Shatner, with long, unusual pause. Yeah, good luck on that. Good luck on that. I'm just going to jump off this bridge here. I feel nothing anymore. I'm dead.
I'm sorry that this is what you have to instantly walk into.
She's been here like the whole time.
I know.
I mean, it's entertaining.
It is entertaining.
She said educating.
Yeah, well, educating and entertaining, they're all the same thing to me.
All of the above, yes.
Uh-huh. I want the Blazer Aqua.
Remains tenuous. These are troubled times.
Okay, so I kid you not, the funniest thing about this part is this dude legitimately is like, your sacrifice will not be forgotten, have fun. This is essentially what he says, jump into a void to go to the Shadow Realms.
Yeah, what does he actually say?
It'll happen in just a second.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's, your sacrifice will not be forgotten, champion. Lord something or whatever.
Your courage will not be forgotten.
Yes.
He's like, bitch, you gonna die.
So it's like, I've had the stream running for most of the day, even during some class video calls, and it's difficult not to laugh sometimes. I'm glad we can be an entertainment.
Yeah. I'm glad my syrupy balls just bring you joy, friend. Like, yeah.
I need to get, like,
My sausagey syrupy balls.
Okay, you know what? You know those ball pits
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I feel like we need to have like a little container of them so I can just start chucking them at him whenever he's being ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you look out and like start chucking my sausage balls right back. Ooh, I gotta kill these guys and take their drugs. Anyway, so how's your first day going, Miss Math?
It's been interesting, that's for sure.
Awesome.
So, some good laughs.
Is it everything you expected it to be?
I mean, I wasn't really sure what to expect, so...
Probably not this. I'm going to have to guess.
Talking so much about sausage, definitely
The
unexpected.
Dungeons and Sausage Show?
Yeah.
We're going for a new kind of demographic.
Okay.
What?
Hey Doc, guess what?
What?
Guess who has 50k points?
Oh, would that be Raceler or would that be you?
Me.
You? Ah, okay.
Just saying.
Yeah. You know who has even more points? Yeah, actually, I'm willing to bet that. I'm willing to bet. And see, here's the cool thing. I make up the challenges. So it's like,
Can I make up challenges?
no, you cannot.
Why is that?
Because it is the sole purview of Dr. Dungeon. And that's because...
Miss Magic could sneak in here one day and mess it all up.
Yeah, she definitely try. but I don't think she make it more fucked up than it already is. Snafu.
Anyways, so we've actually joked about how it would be kind of interesting to just turn ourselves into a podcast.
Yeah, that is a terrible idea. Do not encourage her. See, that right there, that tells you all you need to know. Anyway, Taco Bomb. So
Let's watch it. Let's watch this. Dude's probably gonna say something real quick.
it would fuck me up if Sully was a teacher, but I know Sully's not a teacher. What?
Yeah, your courage will be remembered, champion.
Your courage will be remembered, champion?
And I'm like, you guys are just expecting me to die.
Yeah, they're very much expecting to die, and they're telling you that flat out. It's like, hey,
And
showing up.
Taiwan is like, no, we had this plan and everything, but I'm also vengeful and being controlled by a moon goddess right now, so I'm just gonna eat myself in here and not talk to anyone.
Anyway. So, wait, is Erlen a teacher? I don't think Erlen is a teacher, is he? Erlen, are you a teacher?
Watch this entire
Yeah,
big
like
chunk of
I
your
was saying, that
viewing
would fuck me up.
audience is in
Because
education.
I already am aware of multiple teachers who listen to this stream from all across the world. For whatever reason, teachers like our stream, and I have no idea why.
Okay, Erlen is not, he's an ITer. I think that's what he means.
What the hell is that?
IT.
Okay, IT-er. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right.
You made it through the
As in, like, information technology, Erlen?
I doubt this mission could succeed without you. No sign yet of the High Priestess.
Understood.
Perhaps she charged ahead into the chaos.
Well, I am not a teacher either. I am a mentor of frail minds. Speaking of this magic, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Brings me joy. So, have you considered dyeing your hair, your actual hair, the color of the hair that you falsely present to people?
Do you think I should dye my hair red? Like red?
No, I'm talking like blue, like light blue.
No, I've not thought of that.
Why not? You'd think at some point that would occur to you. You're like, hey, guys. Clearly, people really like it. That's the thing. I mean, like, if ever there was like an impetus to be like, wow, people really like my face type with this color hair. I mean, shit, why not? I mean, if it's not something you don't want to do, that's on you. That's totally cool. It's your fucking hair. Do what you like. I'm just saying, it'd be one of those things that like, whoa, people really seem to like it when my hair is blue.
And the fun colors are trending right now.
That is true.
So
And we know that Miss Magic is a hipster, so...
Do you think I'm a hipster?
Wow!
I'm gonna
wow.
Google hipster real quick and see how many check marks. I mean, I'm a little. Is there an algorithm for this?
Is there an algorithm?
So at least my natural hair is cute though. You saw it the brief second when you were like, yeah, we're gonna say no to this wig anymore.
Uh-huh.
And also if you look at the clips, some of the clips are also show that. Back in the golden days.
Yeah, no kidding. It seems like forever ago.
And it's not.
No.
Which is insane.
Oof. I can shoot that lady in the finger. I can. Cool.
This is my monk. She's pretty cool.
Why do you think she's pretty cool?
Oh well, apparently guys, you can't go into this river because it's not somewhere you need to go as a living person. Because anytime I do, Kylo just rips me out. He's just like, no. That's not
Oh,
like
by the way, I wanted to bring something to your attention.
What's that?
In D&D, there are now monks who expressly heal people.
Yay!
That was in Tasha's Hideous Bullshits. That is,
interesting because we were talking about that.
uh-huh. Their whole shtick is that they do that. And they have this kind of wonky mechanic to make it happen. I'm like, all right, that's didn't. Well, I should have expected it, but I didn't. And they're actually not bad. I mean, they're not gonna like change the world, but they're not bad.
But could you
on the Monkaloids?
World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I'm Monk.
Yeah. Now, why is that? Do you think that is?
Probably because she was the one I first healed with. She was the one I learned how to heal with.
You learned how to heal with a monk?
Yes.
That's different.
Yep.
I did not expect that. Gotta admit that I did not expect your first experience healings.
Was with my monk.
Yeah.
Yep. She was the first person I did like dungeon healing from.
Gotcha.
Or anything like that. I mean, technically speaking, I had a healer before, which is my priest, because I leveled her as a discipline priest.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, then wait, no, because you had someone that you used to heal people.
no, I only healed myself. I didn't quest with anyone.
Ah, okay.
That was the difference I was trying to make.
Okay.
I tried
Yes.
doing
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah?
You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't.
No.
Because you keep saying like, I don't want to fuck your Sam.
I'm gonna eat my cookies.
I literally have meatballs in my mouth and I make more sense than you do.
This magic very rarely actually makes sense.
Mm. It's not that you can't make sense, you just don't say the words. It's like you're the only person I know who'd become more, like, understandable if they were drunk. It's like, what the hell? Anyway.
We've actually been joking about how I can get drunk on stream.
No, you should absolutely not get drunk on stream. It would be hilarious, but you shouldn't do it.
I thought you were saying that you wanted to someday.
I am agile. I wouldn't describe myself as an agile man. Nah.
No, but I thought you mentioned that would be fun, that would be interesting.
I think you just want an excuse to drink. Let's not lie about our motivations here.
I mean, hello.
Okay, all right. I'm surrounded by alcoholics. There you go. Yes. Nom 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 nom. Tasty, tasty meatballs. But again, if they, well, I'm just saying. I'm not the one who brought it up. Erilyn is. Point being is that this could actually be a tasty meal if it came with like little pancake balls that had been doused in syrup at some point. That would be a really good meal.
Yeah, I could see that because aren't they supposed to be like eggs and cheese inside sausage, but mainly just sausage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could see where the sausage would get like to be too much. Like
Mm-hmm.
you'd only want like one or two would be good,
Yeah.
but then like a bowl full of them is too much.
Exactly. Like you never really see people eat a bowl of sausage. You don't see it. You don't see a plate full of sausage.
Yeah.
I mean, not anybody who like I don't know is gonna die of was that a heart attack at 32. Anyway, I should have had you guys help me sell weapon shits. Did I tell you I lost $500,000 last night?
What did you lose $500,000 last night?
In Grand Theft Auto. I was making a delivery, and yeah, one of the new people was supposed to help me with the delivery, but she didn't. I guess I don't know if I forgot to add her or send her an invite, or it didn't happen. So she just didn't know to join me, and I got blowed up. We do have a restaurant. The Heart Attack is it Heart Attack Grill? I think it's Heart Attack Grill, and they don't fuck.
The Dungeons and Magic Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah, I like that. I support that. Alright guys, I'm gonna be stepping away for like 5 minutes. I have to check some stuff. I will be right back.
Sounds good. So you guys just have to do the missiles.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And it's really fucking snowing.
It's snowing?
Yeah, they said that we were supposed to get between a half an inch and 2 inches, depending on who you listen to. Let me check the weather forecast for us right now. But then it's supposed to change to wet. It's supposed to change to rain and go away.
So kind of like the first,
Yeah, so today's weather, snow 1 to 2 inches and then changing to rain. But apparently right now, according to this particular weather site, it says that we have heavy snow right now.
There's a cave just around the bend.
So-
With any luck, we can reach it before
what do
they
you
know.
think about what we talked about with World of Warcraft so far?
Our captors won't be pleased you managed to
With Shadowlands specifically.
That it would help to have a little more experience with the game and all of that, so
I will do what I can.
But yeah. So I've tried playing games where you use the WASD keys and the mouse, and I just have a jumbled up giant mess. And it's
I barely have to watch. It's just saying.
like there's a reason that I stick to games like the original Mario and like on classic NES and The Sims and other things like that. So it's a fun game to watch, and it's a beautiful game to watch. So I really appreciate that aspect of it.
That's one thing I've always loved about World of Warcraft is
We can't
the
stay
art
long,
style.
but it should buy us a little time.
And the areas they create. Like, this character played in Pandaria for a while because she's a monk, and I felt obligated to do that aesthetic. So I played through Pandaria. That's where the monks come from, basically.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting. And also because I wanted the kite, I felt like as a monk I needed this. I can't feel my mouth. I'm in awe. When you're in hell, your mouth doesn't come to you. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, I can imagine that several things don't work the way that they would otherwise when you're in hell.
Yes, apparently. So I have not been able to do any mock things yet, other than just the escape mock, which is the beginner stuff. But from what I understand from the beta things I've read, I tried not to read too much because I wanted to just kind of experience it as we go. Is the mod? It's set differently. The longer you're in it, the more things happen. So it becomes more and more difficult. Like your mount doesn't come. And you can only go in it so many times before, because the jailer, the lord of the mob, basically is, he notices you more the longer you're there. So you start getting random ambushes. You start having random problems like that, and like you can theoretically stay as long as you want, but it can be really freaking hard.
Which I guess makes sense. I mean, as
Her ability to contain
It's hell.
yeah, as you're getting more, as you know, the bad guys sensing more presence, of course they're gonna make it harder and harder and harder.
I've had enough of your cages, fiend.
It's an interesting detail that they added, though.
Yes, so I mean, if you want to look it up or something like that, it's interesting. I didn't look too much into it, but basically they have a bunch of different things that once you're in there, certain things are happening. You know, problems with blank and blank. I can't remember what exactly it was, but I thought that was a very interesting touch.
You will all end up in chains. It makes you worst. It is useless to exist.
In here.
Ooh, 15 things you should know about Shadowlands.
Oh, interesting.
I apologize about any
We
spoilers.
should be safe enough here for the moment.
Although this is from an article published
Probably during the
earlier last year actually. Wow.
Interesting.
So, let's see. It says that it will consist of 6 new zones at
Hope that
launch.
I'd see anyone from our
It
world
did,
again.
fantastic. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what all they said was going to happen that didn't.
Yeah, because currently there's the Maw, Bastion, Ardenweld, Ravendreth, and Maldraxxus. I've only been to Bastion, which is the heaven, and the Maw, which is the hell. Ardenweld is supposed to be like the afterlife for a lot of like close druid type people very close to nature. Ravendreth, I don't really know too much about the rest of them, but
Let's see. There's supposed to be an explanation of covenants.
yes, I have not messed with those yet.
Ooh, players must make a choice of which covenant they will join at max level.
Yep. But I'm not at max level, so I don't think anyone's at max level yet.
We cannot let the world fall to darkness.
So each covenant will grant a unique base ability as well as special class ability.
Yeah, from what I understand, you're getting a bunch of different abilities and stuff like that. Like, there's a bunch of new abilities coming in.
From what I have
Instead of
gathered,
a,
it was
normally they
intended
have
as
a lot of
prison
different talents
for the
and stuff
most
that adds it.
foul, irredeemable souls that ever existed.
Something has changed. Pure, noble souls are being held captive here.
But they're doing a lot with different covenants and everything. Like, I was looking into what covenants would be best for my character. Even though I might just go for what's aesthetically pleasing. Like if I know a priest, they're probably going to go with heaven as their covenant. Stuff like that.
Did you see to add Erlen, I'm assuming, in? Okay.
The jailer rules this realm.
Uh,
We know little about him.
have you gotten into anything about Bolvar yet?
Bulwark or Dragon. Oh, so he is the current Lich King.
Yes.
He was the one who fought against Sylvanas,
Mm-hmm.
and she basically ripped the Helm of Domination, which is an old artifact of the Maw, and that's what ripped
Though
open
for what
everything.
purpose I
Yes.
cannot say.
So the original cinematic for telling everyone that Shadowlands was coming out was her
Won't end well.
defeating him way too easily because they nerfed him. He shouldn't have been more powerful. I'm still
okay.
very salty about that. Anyways,
I caught glimpses of Bane
Um,
Anduin during my attempts to
he,
break free.
I was working with him to send me here. And he comes through after I escaped
I have
from the
found
Maw.
no means of leaving the mall.
I don't know what
I
else
can
he's
only
doing so
manage
far.
to teleport short
This is a
distances.
sad story.
This nightmare
You want to know the random lore behind his story?
Absolutely.
Okay. So he was one of the heroes of the Alliance, like during the battle at Wrathgate, which was one of the battles during the battle with the original Lich King.
Okay.
It was an absolute disaster. It was when the Horde and the Alliance were both working together,
I fear
but then the Forsaken basically betrayed everyone and dropped the plague on everyone. The Horde forces, the Alliance forces, and the Lich King's forces. The Lich King's forces retreated very quickly, and basically the Forsaken ended up decimating the last, the Alliance during that time. The alliance between the Alliance and the Horde. And killed, well, they didn't actually kill Bolvar, but he was assumed to have died here. Bolvar Bordragon, who was the leader of the Alliance forces during that battle, and
A long road.
Dranash Sarfang, who is son of the High Lord of the Orcs, which is High Lord Sarfang.
Okay.
And he killed him. Bolvar actually survived. However, he was severely injured there, and the Red Dragons came and cleansed the area of the plague, and also burned him beyond recognition.
Okay.
He was then found by the Lich King, who took him and tortured him for a while to try to basically bend him to his will. During the raid on the Lich King's, the Lich King raid, which is where we go and actually fight the Lich King and he dies, we find out that Bolvar is still alive. And they're like, wait, there might be peace between the Horde and the Alliance if we know that this is what actually happened. Because during the battle with the Lich King, there ends up also being a bit of a battle between the Horde and the Alliance because of everything that happened there. Which is not good when you're fighting this ultimate evil that's trying to destroy everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound fantastic. We'll say that.
To say the least.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention while to this one, so,
No, I mean, don't die.
that's all good. But so after the Lich King is destroyed, we find out that there has to be a Lich King, or else the Scourge forces will just run rampant. The Scourge forces are, not good. And so we have to have the Scourge forces under control of someone, but there's also the threat of, that is a terrible burden to have to bear, wearing the Helm of Dominion. And so originally I think another really high up person of the light was going to do it. But then Bolvar was like, I'm already fought and dead. Let me take the battle and tell everyone how I died here.
Huh.
So he ended up taking the position as, I just killed someone I was supposed to get information from. Oops. Oh well. So everyone thinks he's dead, and he becomes the next Lich King. Which is horribly sad. It's really sad because he had a daughter who doesn't realize he's alive for years.
Oh.
Talia Fordrin. She, before the battle with the Lich King, she was actually sent as a little girl to Kultiris to live there for some time. And you end up meeting her during Battle for Azeroth as a adult. And it's really cool because to meet her, because you're like, wait a minute, this is Bolvar's kid. And then Anduin, who is the High King of the Alliance. Sorry, I'm trying to explain some of the people as I go because
Right.
I'm assuming you don't actually know who Anduin Lelaine Rin is.
No.
who also has a bunch of story. I know way too much about World of Warcraft. So Anduin was pretty much raised by Bolvar as well. So he ends up actually talking and communicating with Talia about her father. Like they have this whole conversation thing where they're talking all about this really sad fact, and then they all find out that he's still alive, and yeah, and it's bullshit, and it's like, oof. But he is now free of the Helm of Dominion, technically speaking, because it was ripped in half and destroyed, and then now the maw is opened, and things aren't going well. But he's free. And that's why the beginning pre-expansion patch stuff that that we were fighting the Scourge. So now the Scourge is running loose.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no control.
Huh.
Is there anything I'm saying confusingly?
I think I'm following. I mean, yeah,
I mean, ask questions. I will answer them as best as possible.
absolutely.
But yes, currently another thing is Sylvanas. Ugh, Sylvanas. I can't stand Sylvanas. Instant annoying faces. She actually kidnapped a bunch of the main leaders of the Gordon Alliance. So Thrall and Bane are the only ones that were kidnapped. Thrall was the first war chief, and Bane is the leader of the Taran. Which are the kind of cow people,
Okay.
cow-looking people.
Yeah.
And people also want the peaceful guys. Like he's friends with King Anduin of the Alliance, and that's a rare thing. Granted, Anduin's just a sweetheart, so. And then on the Alliance side, Anduin was kidnapped, who is the High King of all of the Alliance, and Jaina Proudmoore, who is the Lord Admiral of Cotiers.
Interesting. It's really cool where you're heading into right now.
I know, it's this little cave that we're hiding in. It's gorgeous looking.
It is.
This is basically, this Keller is kind of the Keller of Anima, which is the life force from what I understand.
Perfect.
Once we find Anduin, my staff will serve as an anchor for me to teleport us back to safety.
So the people I'm next to right now is Thrall and Jaina, two of the people that we've lost. So they're with us right now, trying to escape the maw, hell. But they can't.
Were you guys talking shit about me when I was gone?
No?
It seems like it. Ugh.
We actually talked about lore.
Ah.
I talked about a bunch of lore.
Not according to Erlen. Shame, shame.
Erlen said that the thing about you going to the bathroom like right away after everything.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
But no, we were talking about lore.
Yeah, we were talking about World of Warcraft.
Did you know that your Grand Theft Auto was originally supposed to be a racing game?
Yes, but they found out fleeing from the cops and all that stuff and hitting pedestrians was way more fun.
Yeah, apparently it was a glitch that made the police cars go crazy.
Yeah.
So.
That's interesting.
What's really crazy about this game, though, is that it's functionally almost identical in purpose to the original game. The Grand Theft Auto I've got right now, it's kind of, in many, many ways, is virtually identical to the first Grand Theft Auto that ever came out.
Well, because Grand Theft Auto's been out forever.
Yeah, over 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like way older than Miss Magic. But, like, if you look at the fundamental design philosophy of, like, you run around and just do bullshit activities, that's exactly what you're playing in Grand Theft Auto. It's just a more advanced version of the first game.
Yeah. I mean, because you guys are both playing games that are really, really old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As far as, like, going back to when they were first.
Yeah. It's crazy ass old. You get right down to it.
But then again, I guess my favorite video game's also like 20 years old.
That's
so.
true.
Twisted into
It's
wretched
interesting how those games are the ones that, the games that tend to be people's favorites are the
They were
old
taking him
ones.
to the tower.
Well, that's why they're their favorites. I mean, if they're able to last the test of time, that's why they become their favorites. And so, once you have a novel or interesting, like, look at it this way. How many other games exist that are functionally like The Sims? I don't think there are any.
There's been a couple here and there that have been similar, but none of them had like the staying power. None of them had, you know, like as immersive. And in the earlier
Hold here.
Sims games, especially, like the humor, the fun,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of them, like the other stuff either make it too like cartoony and slapstick, or they make it a little too real worldy.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it stops being fun.
yeah, I think that The Sims just happened to find that happy medium in the middle where it was super enjoyable and, you know, enough real worldish where it wasn't cartoony, but then enough silly where it wasn't like, well, in real life, I go to work, I come home, I watch TV, my Sim go, you know, does the exact same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I can see that be real unfun real quick.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is exactly what I do in real life.
Yeah.
Isn't this fun, kids? Isn't this the best? No, that would suck. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to borrow your car. Get the fuck out of the car. Get the fuck out of the car. Okay, all right. I got your car. Thanks. It's a bullet. So, how late were you thinking about taking the stream, Miss Magic?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
It's up to you. You're the one that's been awake.
That is true, but I mean, I could go for another 24 hours. So I'm a dangerous man to ask that sort of question too.
Dude, you need sleep, though.
Do I though? I mean, it's not like I have a what's the word? Strenuous job. This is a pretty laid back gig, all things considered. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can go take a nap in the shitter if I have to. Ain't nobody gonna do anything.
Sometimes I think that's what you're doing.
Yeah, you
actually.
probably do. Well, the fact that you would think weird shit like that makes perfect sense about you, Miss Magic. That is totally the sort of thing you would do. Anyway, moving along, freak. Yes. How late were you thinking of staying? Like if you're like, Dad, here's when I think I'm gonna be home. Before you left today, what do you think you would have said?
Well, I probably would have said our normal time, but I'd be down to stay longer if you want to.
Ah, okay then. I think we're onto something here. We are coming to a consensus.
I mean, I'm literally probably gonna go home and play WoW.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And
Like,
I'm
my
probably
plans-
literally gonna go home and murder prostitutes. So yeah, like
Our plans aren't changing all that much now.
exactly. She's gonna play WoW. I'm gonna murder prostitutes, take their money.
I mean, I have my add-ons, but that's pretty much the only difference. I tried downloading new ones, but I downloaded the old ones. With the new stuff, I had to download the updated ones. I got the wrong ones, and I'm like, ugh. Anyways.
Did you actually hear her complain about that shit? I can't believe I just heard her complain about that shit.
I need my add-ons, y'all. My cheat codes.
Mm-hmm.
The doc thinks add-ons are cheat codes.
Not all of them, just some of them.
Which ones do you think are cheat codes?
Well, I don't know all of them. But I can tell you the line that makes it.
Which
If
one?
it provides a functionality that is not otherwise found in the game, I would consider it a cheat code.
So you mean like Healbot?
Well, not necessarily, because Healbot doesn't break the rules. It just makes you more efficient at what you do.
Okay.
Alright, but say, Frank who has Healbot would be way more efficient, but let's say Frank got a heal that everybody else didn't.
Okay, I don't think there's any add-ons that can do that.
You don't think there are any add-ons that say add more bars than otherwise could be available?
Oh, no, that doesn't add more spells.
Not more spells, more bars.
Okay, well, how is that a cheat code?
Because, okay, if I have one bar and I am limited to one bar on my my desktop there, or my screen, whatever, my HUD,
Yeah.
and you have access to 3, who has an advantage?
I suppose me.
You suppose you? No, you know you. So the way they get around it is the fact that there's so many bars that they're like, one more is not that big of a deal. But fundamentally, that is the sort of thing where it gives one person an unfair advantage over the other. It doesn't make them more efficient, it gives them shit that other people don't have. And I think that's unfair.
Evan-Blade forces are positioned nearby. They will defend you.
Do you disagree?
I think it's sense.
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's one of those minor things that I really don't think anybody's gonna lose any sleep over. Nobody's gonna give a shit. But it's just one of those things where it's like that one toe over the line. Where it's like, I guess, but I don't like it. Because I don't want to use the where does it stop? Because it's a fucking internet video game. Nobody cares. But in a system like that where fairness is very important to people, and it should be. I mean, a game is nothing if not the rules and people adhering to them.
Yeah.
Then it should be expected that people would follow those rules, and even if they're allowed to quote unquote use add-ons, there are excuse me.
Limits to what add-ons you
Yes,
should be allowed.
limits to what ads can do. And they don't break the most egregious things, like giving you shit that you can do that.
Yeah, it's not like they're giving me like, here you have these 18 overpowered spells.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just any add-ons that can do.
No, I don't think there would be. I think people are aware of at least that line, and I think they're willing to maintain that line. But when you get into a situation where it's something a little more foggy, like, well, the bars, where you are able to have more powers on screen than people who don't have that mod are able to have. And no amount of practice, play, ability, anything will ever match that single mod. Like with Healbot, it's conceivable that a human being, it's unlikely, but at least conceivable that a human being becomes just that good, they would never need a Healbot because they're just that amazing in healing, right?
Yeah.
But no matter how amazing you are, no matter how good you are at that game, you will never be able to duplicate the number of bars somebody else has if they just naturally have more than you do. So yeah, it's an unfair thing. It's an unfair advantage.
Stupid staircase. There it is. I think that's the staircase.
StupidStaircase.coms.
Staircase.
Very angry at Staircase.com.
It's interesting playing this the day after it came out.
Uh-huh.
There's way less people right away.
Yeah.
I actually have to fight things. I actually have to fight these things instead of just one-hitting them and getting credit. And panicking because I need to fight these things. So I need to for a quest. And I'm like, fight.
How many chips I would win?
I'm trying to play this character as a windwalker monk instead of my normal healing monk. Because healing monks can't do much damage
Okay.
when in like actual stuff, and I'm like, I'm trying to quest, so I need to at least.
Red or black?
Red.
All right. Layout. Okay. And pick a number 1 through 36.
8,
Okay. All right. Pick a different number.
3.
24.
All right.
Why?
No reason.
Were we helping you game something?
Something like that.
That kind of sounded like roulette.
Yeah.
That I've never actually played, but I hear like the red or black and the numbers so often in pop culture.
Was my number good?
Not really. No.
Oh, sorry.
Came up red 30.
Oh.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
8 is my favorite number, and then you said something other than 8, so I'm like, okay, 3 is my other favorite number. If you asked me again, I would have had to say 9. That's my third favorite number.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
You know the reason you had it too.
Because that's the number of lines of cocaine you did when you decided that you had to have 3 favorite numbers.
Okay, but everybody knows that 10 is the best number.
Oh my God! People, leave it alone.
I'm just gonna throw out base 10 and leave it at that.
I'm just gonna throw out my computer and be like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna go live like a hermit. I think that is the best possible outcome of this scenario. There can be no other.
Okay, so.
Yes. Moving on.
If you look at all Nico's
Oh my God! Fucking move on.
humans are the best endurance runners of the animal kingdom.
Yeah, huh?
We evolved for running long distances, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
There-
we
there's
are
my-
persistent predators.
my horrible segue there.
Very good segue. Only took 3 tries.
So anyway, 3.
Moving on, moving on.
I felt like I had to, I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Hmm. I want ninja gear. Oh, I've been looking at stuff, and I've been trying to decide what I would want for Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking either shark cards for the Grand Theft Autos, or I'm thinking a joystick and pedals for all the bullshit vehicles I fly in Grand Theft Autos. I think that could be interesting. I remember when I was a kid, my uncle had a joystick because he actually is a pilot, and well, sort of, and he actually did have that whole setup to help him learn how to fly. And I'm like, wow, this is cool as hell. I love that shit. So I'm like, maybe that would still be fun. Especially since the controls in Grand Theft Auto when it comes to flying are just garbage. So I'm like, yeah, that might be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
So they're like USB plugins,
Well, you know,
basically,
let me look it
devices?
up. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, that being said, we have to kill the stream.